It's about to go down.
Woo! What's up, y'all? It's your boy. It's your boy Bolo Big. Woo! AKA Big Bolo Young. What is good? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, turn that shit off. Welcome back to that shit won't be treating us away. Oh my fuck. What is good, y'all? Man, it's good to be back. It's nice and sunny. Got a few things going. I'm all over the place on this video, y'all. So I got wood, lumber coming. Finally gonna get started on framing, but I want to tie up some loose ends, so that's what this video is. I'm gonna try to include as much as possible. I'm spitting all over the place because I'm so damn excited. Woo! Let's go, baby! Ow! So it stopped raining. It was raining for 2 days. Sat in the bus for 2 days, making sure all my leaks that I addressed were good to go. I wanted to wait to do framing and tie up loose ends on a few things because I wanted to make sure it was no leaks. So I have lumber coming in on Saturday, 2x4s, 2x3s, 2x2s, just depending on what I'm doing framing wise. I'm hoping to get that, include that into the video, but like I said, I'm tying up loose ends today. I forgot to paint the roof of the bus, so I picked up some paint sealant, and I'll show you guys that. Filling in gaps from underneath. Like I said, I was waiting to make sure there wasn't no leaks, so I didn't want to trap the water in there. What else? Putting my taillights back on because I gotta drive it over to the scale station. Since it's completely empty, I want to weigh it now to see what I took out weight wise. I can go up to 14,000 gross vehicle weight. Not gonna go anywhere near that, but I think I weighed it at 8940 something pounds. Again, I just kind of want to get an idea of what I'm working with. Lights, what else? I'll just keep adding it to the videos. As you guys already know how much I love cock. Oh my baby Jesus. I'm not using it to fill in the gap because I just don't want to waste it. Let me show you real quick. Ow! When I took out my wall, there was a gap in between there because when the water got trapped in the bus, down here at the bottom, it rusted through. I had about 1.5 inch gap between the floor and the wall. You can see directly down. Where we used sheet metal and fabricated, we folded it and put caulking in between, a lot of caulking to seal it, to waterproof it, to weatherproof it, and then we screwed it down. That's my sheet metal that we added, and here's the floor of the bus. You see that gap there? Well, I want to fill that in with the great stuff, just to fill the void. What I'm going to do is just shoot it up there and let it ooze out and fill it up. You see where my caulk is dripping down because we put an excessive amount. That's what I wanted. The reason why I want to fill in the gap, to fill the void, when the bus is driving, I don't want it to splash mud or whatever all up in there and cake itself up and keep that moisture trapped. Here's the can of the big gap filler. Follow the directions, guys, depending on which can you buy, whether it's for fixing a crack, door jams and such. They are shaking up differently. I think some are 30 seconds. This one you want to shake vigorously for 60 seconds. Yes, I try to use a big word. The screw-in nozzle, make sure you guys put it on slowly. Make sure the track is on right, and don't tighten it to the point where it's gonna snap. Once it snaps, or if you have it too tight and you're using it because it has a trigger, you will break it. So it's very delicate. Once you break it, your can is pretty much no good. Twist it on. I'm doing it with one hand, guys. Once you feel a little bit of resistance, stop. Or you're gonna break this and it's no bueno. Sticking it up in there, don't push it, shove the hell out of it. You don't wanna jam it up and just start pulling the trigger. You see how it's squeezing out? I've already done too much there. I can't see because I'm holding the camera. But you just want to feel it. Let it feel itself. Let it do its work. But that's pretty much it. Once you, like, I can see it now. I'm going to stop there. But yeah, I'm going to just go all the way around the bus and do that. You see how it oozes out? I actually only used half. And it's still pushed all the way out. It's got a good seal right now. So later on, when I'm done with the bus, I'm going to undercoat the whole carriage. And this will also get sealed off also. If you have too much spillage out, you want to go ahead and just trim it down with a razor. I don't have a problem with this here. I might trim out just to clean it up a little bit. Be careful with this stuff though, guys, depending on what application you use. If you need to fill in a gap or an area, you want to do half of what you need to do. Like, let's say you got a 2-inch gap. You want to use about an inch because it will expand. And you really have to be careful, like I said, with what kind of application you're using, because this is pretty strong. It will push wood away from each other. It might bulge out your sheet metal. So it's great stuff. Great stuff. No pun intended there. But yeah, it's really good to work with if you're feeling voids. All right, man, I'm so tired. All right, that's. If you guys remember from my last episode where I was protecting my floors with rusty metal primer made by Rust-oleum, the guy that recommended to me at Home Depot suggested it because it's a lot stronger than your normal primer. Rust protection primer. It's for the heavy areas. So I figured, hey, I'll do it on the whole bus. So I saved a section for you guys to show you why I'm doing the ribs and so on, and a lot of the metal that's in my bus. So this here is the piece that I saved for you guys. I wanted to show you. You see the metal there? It has rust on it. That's why I did all my ribs. So anything metal, steel, whatever that has potential to rust, I am hitting it up. There's a rust, like even here. Like this is away from it, and this has potential for rust. This is the cab area, right? Obviously, it's not gonna get rained on. It's not gonna leak. But you see here, any place that has steel, metal, what have you, it's gonna rust. I just showed you guys. I'm pretty sure that's just from years of moisture getting into the bus. But like I said, anywhere that has metal should be addressed. Just make sure you get it nice and covered. I mean, there's no fancy way to do this. Show you guys the areas that I protected. All this is metal, steel. It had surface rust on it at some point. And I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna clean it up nicely, paint over it, put trim where I need to put. Anything remotely looks like metal. Guys, all you have to do is just listen to your bus. That's my Coke. Shout out to Coca-Cola. Oh man, that was spicy. Ice cold. Anyways, so all you gotta do is listen to your bus, man. It'll tell you what it needs help on. When you were taking out panels and taking out things and so on, I'm pretty sure you guys remember seeing little rust areas or signs of rust and so on. You gotta listen to your bus. Remember to go back and address that shit. I took notes, took mental thoughts, or whatever it's called, that I knew I was gonna be painting it or treating it at some point. You're gonna get moisture at some point. Even in a car, you're gonna get moisture. So if you leave your metal naked, you're gonna have issues. The best way that I can explain it or hit you with an analogy, let's say you pick up a car, right? and you're rebuilding it like an old ass Mustang or whatever, some muscle car. Those guys that do the fabrication and restoring, they paint the entire frame, the doors, the jambs, all that good stuff, to protect it from rust. It's no different on this projects that we are doing, guys. If you leave metal naked, it's gonna rust. It's at some point or another. You might not see it. You gotta keep in mind. Why my voice? You gotta keep in mind that even though you are building a home or an adventure van or a camper, what have you, it's still a vehicle. It's still a lot of metal that could be potential for problems. Anything near a window, anything near a door, you should address. Guess what? Everything is near a window or near a door. You're gonna take moisture, and at some point it's gonna become an issue. So I want to attack it now, because even if the bus breaks down on me, I know I built something strong. I'm gonna replace the engine, and if I don't have the money to replace an engine, I'm gonna park that bastard down at my buddy's farm, and I'm just gonna chill in it. All this painting I'm doing on the metal, is it overkill? I personally don't think it is, at least not for me. It's my investment. You know what I mean? So, y'all figure it out. To each their own. But I know I'm gonna have something that's gonna last a while. I don't plan on ever getting rid of it. So I started painting the trim pieces for my front grille. Did 1 light and 2 regular coats. Automotive paint. Looks pretty good. So I can drive it again.
Yeah, that's gonna look good as shit.
2.5 coats.
Once that's on that front of that bus.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let that dry off. I needed the grill so I can put the lights and the the signals back on. All I used was automotive paint, rattle can. I didn't show you the process just because I suck at it, and if anything, it would have been a don't do type of shit. It looks pretty good. The gnats are starting to hit it, but I think it looks pretty good. What do y'all think? Told you guys I was tying up loose ends. Got my taillights back on. Let me turn you guys around. LED, everything's on the same track. Got my new license plate holder with the LED light. What you guys know about the HwyLIFE? Hell yeah. I want to do a follow-up on my assembly on the lights that I recommended. Looking at it further, guys, you're going to want to seal it up a little bit more than what the manufacturer did. So all I did was take these screws out of these points to take the back cover off, just so I can look at the housing. Now you can see here from the tracks, that's what lines up to these. So there's really no gasket there. So what I'm probably gonna just do is put some caulking in it, since I won't be going back in it. For how it's going into the bus, I went ahead and got a rubber washer that I'm gonna have to drill bigger. So the washer is gonna go on it, so that when it's on the bus, it'll pull nice and tight. So it'll be on it, it goes through the bus. I bought some stainless stainless steel washers. Then I'm gonna fasten it with the lock, and then I'm gonna bolt it on. When it's on the housing, this is on the back of the bus, but this is off by about, I would say about a 1/4 inch. That's why I picked up the washer, just to give it a nice tight seal when it's pressing on the bus. But the actual housing, this piece does not touch the bus. Just this piece. And once I put a wire through, when it goes through the bus, I'll caulk this area also to give it a nice seal, and also on here from the inside. So I hope that helps. I didn't want to recommend something that wasn't gonna be well protected. One other thing I fixed, guys, fixed this little gadget here that would hold my door open. It would normally hook there, but I noticed that it was rusting quite a bit, and it's actually was drilled into my rub rails, and I'm just not interested in having anything drilled through the bus anymore. The screw actually penetrated all the way through to the other side, so all I did was put some stainless steels in and protected it and sand down that rust. And I actually, the stopper for the door, I put a eye hook, a circle hook, whatever you want to call it. And so now the bungee is going to come through over on this side. Went ahead and got rid of that ugly ass, big ass bungee cord. So temporarily, I'm just going to use the smallest bungee until I can get something more suitable. And basically, it just latches back here. And that's it, and it holds my door back. Simple fix. I'm not a huge fan of the fix that I just did, but it's temporarily. Because I know it's gonna rattle against that door, and it's just gonna annoy the hell out of me. But eventually, I am gonna put one of those magnet door holders, I guess. I just can't find them. I know they exist because I've been in buildings where they have those heavy-duty magnets. Man, I swear I can't win. I got my hoodie on now. It's been raining on and off all day. Now it's dark. I got my lamp set up. I was inside editing videos. It wasn't raining. I ran outside. Now it's sprinkling on me again. But let me show you what else I was working on. Two of the worst thing for a school bus for us that was ever built was the emergency hatches and the emergency windows. Horrible system as far as how well it was built. The hatches, get rid of them, guys. The majority of your hatches are flimsy, and they crack because of the weathering. It dries out and cracks, major leaks. Get rid of them. The other one that I'm about to show you guys is the emergency window. They're not built well. They're not supposed to be, because like I said, the kids are supposed to be able to kick them out and all that good shit. It's raining on me, guys. Again, sprinkling. So these are my window visors that I made. These are good because the window opens downward, but this one here, the emergency one, I thought I was gonna address it later just because it didn't matter, but depending on how I'm parked, or which way the rain is coming from, it shoots through the gap up top. Hope I don't fall. Okay, so the way that, so the window opens outwards, right? So there's no way I can put these visors the same way. I had to attach it to the window. So what I did was I came down to make sure that I could clear the rail, and then I measured it so that it covers the window opening, and then I just drill holes in it into the frame and rivet through them. So now I have that protection from the rain from up top. Now I left the window open because my caulk is drying. See, it's actually attached to the rail, so all I did was just drill through my my aluminum and then drill through here, but I didn't go all the way through. I did halfway just to get to the track. You see how there's multiple tracks there? It's so that the window can still close. It comes down, covers the top, and it rests on here. And as you can see, I have a little bit of a lip so that it doesn't shoot through the window crack, but it also doesn't shoot through the top of this crack when it's resting on here. Once everything dries, I'm gonna put a rubber window trim and rest it here all the way down. And then so when the window closes, it presses on that, it gives it a good seal. I do have the same trim that I'm gonna put on this inside rail here and here. So when the window closes, the skirt of it and the side of it will lay on the rubber gasket. So that addresses the emergency window leaks. I didn't get video coverage during that part because I was literally running in and out once as the weather broke. Because it rained throughout the day, on and off. So whenever it stopped raining, I just jumped right on and did it. Sorry. Now I have all my window visors in, even on the emergency door window, sorry. That should hold up pretty well. And if you guys are making fun of my cock game, I knew I was going to be trimming it. I just left it on there so that it would dry. And I clean them up, trim around them, and slowly peel out the excessive areas that I did. But I like doing it when it's cold because it peels just in one shot. So like here that I fixed. So I just trace it with a razor and then I just peel it. Alright guys, so I am exhausted. Been working my ass off all day. There's a lot that you guys don't see on video because they're tedious stuff, but I do quite a bit. Building a bus is hard work. It drains you, it stresses you, it hurts the pockets. There are up days, there are down days, and I would still recommend doing it. I just get a lot of joy out doing this shit, even though it makes me exhausted. I'm actually gonna wrap up this episode early. I know you guys are laughing because my videos are always long, which brings me to my point. Whenever my videos run a little long, it takes me forever to upload to YouTube because I do it from my phone. I just don't care, but it is frustrating sometimes when it crashes and it doesn't upload, and then I gotta sit there, and I just don't feel like dealing with that tonight. Maybe some other time. Wrapping things up, I didn't get my wood today for framing, and I didn't get to paint the roof of my bus because it rained on and off, and that's just not ideal. So I might include that into my next episode, which will probably be this weekend because I still got work to do. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. What else? So the most important part of the bus is damn near complete. Well, complete outside of painting. So we're talking about framing. On the next episode, I'm gonna share with you guys the importance of framing, where to frame, thermal breaks, temperature transfers, and all that good stuff. So that should be very interesting. I see some folks address it a little bit, but you guys are dealing with a metal bus, a metal box. Framing and insulation is just as important. So I'm gonna talk about that in length on the next video. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm gonna go. There's nothing open. I can't eat. I haven't eaten all day. I know y'all freaking don't believe me, but I haven't eaten all day. I've drank a lot, but I haven't eaten. Which brings me to another point. If you watch my videos from the beginning to now, my ass has gained some weight. I've been off the highway now for a while, building this SKOOLIE. I used to rock my camper van. I don't know if you guys saw where I put an episode in when I was selling it. I've been off the highway now for a while, and I haven't been to the gym. I used to go to the gym to use the facilities, but I would also work out. It gave me an opportunity to work out, and I am getting flubbier and flubbier. Even though I talk about food all the time, I think I'm getting like 25, 30 pounds, if not more, these months, and I can't wait to get back on the highway, man. Your boy is missing that highway life. With that said, keep doing you, and good luck to all the folks out there that are still building their bus. You guys are doing great work. I love watching your videos. But that's all I got, man. I'm gonna go get some grub. What the fuck was that? I'm gonna go get some grub. Y'all be good. Be good to each other. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Your boy, Bolo Biggs, out. Deuces.